watching Let's Chat.
Whenever you think of Athens or McMinn County or the best dairy products around, you always think of Mayfield Dairy. Why? Well, mostly because of this guy. It's Scottie Mayfield. Scottie, good morning. Man, first thing off the bat, before we get to the goodies you have brought here, we've had a couple of emails, folks wanting to know if the visitor center is open and if you're doing tours of the dairy. Let's knock that right off the park.
Visitor center is open, but we have not started tours back. Hopefully we will. We have lots of folks that come in during the holidays, and families are in and they come to the visitor center. So we're serving ice cream, the gift shop's open, we just haven't gone on tours yet.
Hopefully that's in the not too distant future.
Yeah, we're hoping. I mean, we're being a little bit overly cautious, but
sure,
that's okay.
Understandable. All right, holiday season coming up, and I know you got a few days before Thanksgiving. You've got longer until Christmas and even longer until New Year's, but why wait to practice your dairy skills and your dessert-making ability? You have peppermint stick ice cream, Hershey syrup, Oreos, eggnog, and vanilla ice cream. I mean, that just screams of good all the way around. What are you whipping up?
So, you know, in the past, we've done a casserole dish with Oreos on the bottom and solid peppermint stick and then maybe some Oreos on top and some chocolate. And so I thought instead of going to that much trouble, you could go ahead and get these small cocktail glasses. You can go ahead and do this ahead of time and put it back in the freezer, and then you get it out. And all you do is put just a little bit of Hershey syrup or whatever you want to put. Some people do their own. And it's a great treat. It's got Oreos in the bottom. The peppermint stick is there. It's just a good combination.
And like a lot of recipes that Scottie and I talk about, you can let your imagination kind of run wild. Instead of the Hershey's chocolate syrup, you could use butterscotch, for example.
Oh, sure.
And instead of the peppermint stick ice cream, you could use vanilla or any of the other great flavors that you make.
And during the holidays, I mean, I think everybody's excited this year about Thanksgiving because we haven't had it in a while.
Right.
You know, if we did have it last year, we were out in the driveway with, you know. So everybody's going to have family together, and there's vanilla is a big deal because it goes on to pies, pumpkin pie and whatever. But my wife and I, we love eggnog.
Sure.
And we like to make it last a little longer, so we pour a little eggnog on top of some vanilla ice cream.
Right.
And it's just really good.
Well, you mentioned everything here except Oreo cookies.
Well, the Oreos are on the bottom.
You go into the bottom.
They're on the bottom of that. So I crushed them up. I actually had them in a little Ziploc bag that I crushed them up in. You can take a rolling pin or whatever and put them on the bottom. If you look, that little bottom part is the Oreos. And you could sprinkle them, I could sprinkle them on the top as well. You know,
well, you don't want any Oreos to go to waste.
That's right.
And remember, Oreos make several different flavors, just like Mayfield Dairy makes ice cream in many different flavors. And if you wanted to sort of jazz this up a little bit, purely for the presentation aspect of it, you could put this, you could do this whole thing like in a big wine glass.
Oh, yes.
And you could put the Oreo right on top of the Mayfield ice cream.
It can get fancy.
Then drizzle it.
Right.
You can do that, right?
Really fancier, especially what you just mentioned makes any kind of presentation better, and that's the use of some type of glass that you have at home. Some people may have Sunday glasses, or wine glasses work really well.
Plus, the beautiful thing about Mayfield, again, it's so versatile, and there's tons of recipes that you can find. They're only a mouse click away. And again, if you don't care for one flavor, then substitute another, put something else on top of it, put a cherry on it, and charge $2 extra whenever your holiday guests come in the door. Scottie, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Hopefully you'll come back between now and Christmas, and we'll do the favorite that we did a while back, I guess last year, maybe 2 years ago, the big casserole dish. Oh yeah, this one, it'll make you jump for happiness as well. MayfieldCreamery.com. Mayfield Creamery. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning starting at 10.